So I'm going for the heavy attacks. I'm going for the special 52K, 52K special one, 20K medium attack into a 60K special one into a 48K heavy attack right there. That's right, baby. We went all the way in. We got OG Thor up to SIG 200 on the live server. Look at that beautiful man. So, if you missed my Cyber Weekend opening, well, spoiler alert, OG Thor was my most wanted champion that day. We ended up pulling him twice, man. So we naturally awakened him, and then I ranked him up in the video to make him my 100 rank 3 or above champion. So, you know, I was initially going to, like, maybe just leave him at rank 3, SIG 20, because at the end of the day, man, there are more champions, other champions, that would benefit from 180 SIGs a lot more than OG Thor. But I said, you know what, man? It's freaking Thor. You guys know I love Thor. He's my 100th rank 3. I want it to be special on my account. SIG 200, baby. Let's freaking go. So today we're going to showcase this guy off at SIG 200 in a variety of different scenarios with a few different teams on his own, with and without suicides, with and without synergies. We're just going to have a lot of fun with OG Thor today. We have some really fun things that make this guy seem like an absolute freaking monster, and we have some kind of generic bigger fights like we usually do, like Weapon X, for example, that just kind of shows this guy at his base how he's going to do in content, man. But there are a lot of nodes that this guy is actually going to have a really fun time on, so we're going to do those, of course. But before we do anything, man, let's jump in and check out how this guy does on his own, right, against our Deadpool friend here. No suicides or synergies here. Let's just check it out. So if you're going to use OG Thor at SIG 200 in like Battlegrounds or something, right, this is what he's going to look like. So far we've gotten 0 crits, so we're off to just a great start here. But as you can see, we're starting to crit here a little bit, and the big thing with Thor is that his SIG ability, nice 22K special one, his SIG ability gives him the potent armor breaks. Now, armor breaks are pretty potent, man. Now, the special one has, I believe, a 70% chance to stun, so we're getting a little, you know, risky here against this Deadpool. Now, obviously, I would recommend you bait out special attacks, but as you can see, he is a stun-locking kind of guy in certain scenarios at the end of the day, right? So, that right there is OG Thor at SIG 200 doing some damage. Now, when you turn Suicide Masteries on, the damage, of course, goes up. You start out with a 17K heavy crit, right? We're tossing off like 8K light attacks here with the 2 armor breaks, 13K mediums. I mean, like, it's a pretty significant difference. The only issue is he really is not the most suicide-friendly champion in the game. 35K special one to end it off there. Really not too bad there when you toss the masteries on, right? Now, OG Thor has a couple of synergies that definitely help him out quite a bit, so let's talk about those really quickly. So this is the freaking squad, man. This is the OG Thor squad, and every single champion is absolutely incredible. So we have OG Thor, we have Odin, we have Hercules, my 6 stars in a queue at the moment, we have Captain America Infinity War, and we have Strife. Now, Odin has a synergy on top of the aptitudes, right? Plus 5% buff duration for each fight the team has won. That goes along really well here with the Strife synergy over here. Activating a special attack grants plus 3 fury buffs, each granting 10% attack rating for 6 seconds. With Captain America Infinity War, really solid synergy. Cosmic champions increase their buff duration by plus 25%. And then with Hercules, if you're running the Suicide Masteries, you have 10% additional attack. You also have well-timed blocks, gain 20% perfect block chance while the opponent is suffering from an armor break debuff, going to extend the duration of his stuns. So that is really, really solid team for him. There are, of course, some other synergies as well. Punisher 2099 increases the potency of his fury buffs, right? But the Odin aptitude does that as well. So yeah, there are definitely a lot of different ways you can build this guy. Now, of course, with the Odin synergy, going for our normal Winter Soldier fight's not really going to do it because it's plus 5% buff duration for each fight the team has won. So we're going to go for a Hulk, okay? We went through all of Realm of Legends here. We're going to go ahead and extend that duration by about, what is it, 50%? 10 fights, right? So you're going to see the Strife synergy in action here. We have suicides off here, so it's just Thor, no suicides or anything, okay? Now, as you can see, the special one, when we finally throw it, okay, is going to put 3 fury buffs on. So we now have 4, okay? 13K mediums, 12K non-crit here with the fury, but Again, no crits. We're not getting the best crit RNG in this video so far, man. But that's okay, all right? Now, as you can see, the Fury buffs are lasting a bit longer with the Odin, right? It's definitely lasting longer once you go, like, through the quests. It's going to be very noticeable in stuff like incursions or longer story quests and, like, earlier Act 6 when the quests are really long, right? But as you can see, we're kind of rinsing through Hulk here pretty nicely. 33k heavy attack crit without suicides on is really not too bad, right? I mean, look at this, man. He's just got, like, damage, 15k medium into a 33k heavy attack, 37k special 1, 15k light, 10k light, 15k medium, 10k lights. The damage is decent, man. Now, the biggest knock on OG Thor, he just does not have utility, right? He doesn't have utility. It's 40% shock resistance. That's nothing, man. He should be like 100% resistance to shock, heal from shocks, have a bunch of other things going on. He's an OG champ, right? Who's still very, very much so OG and definitely needs a buff. Total rework, in my opinion, right? But there are some nodes that make this guy absolutely beyond insane, man. And we're going to jump into those right away. Heavy Assault. Heavy Assault is a node that comes around pretty often here. So this is a Tiger boss in Act 7, right? Watch this. Casual 110k crit. No Furies from Strife, no nothing, throwing a heavy in the air like it's nothing. 73k with the 1 armor break. Dude, that is a lot of damage, man. I do this fight very often. I have never seen a 110k crit on the heavy attack there. That was insane. That is a boss. That is a boss in Act 7 done in like 20 seconds, right? So this guy has got a very potent heavy attack, especially at Sig 200 when there are 2 armor breaks on. Now, of course, that was with suicides, right? So we were enhancing that a bit. We weren't throwing specials in that fight, so if there's like a heavy assault lane, you could totally run him with suicides there. However, there is one way to make this guy just a bit more suicide friendly, and the way that we're going to do that is actually using another cosmic champion named Galen. So here we have a maximum victories Herald Thor. Now, the Herald ability is going to make us resistant to these debuffs, so we're going to have a steady supply of healing the entire time while fighting this Wolverine Weapon X. That was a 17k medium attack before going for 42k heavy attack crits in the corner when we crit. Right? So now here comes the annoying part about fighting Weapon X with Thor, because this is really just like a push him to the limits damage kind of potential showcase here. Now, the way that his armor breaks work is you have to stun the opponent, right? And of course, Weapon X goes stun immune while he is in his Berserk phase. So, here we go. Back in it now. We waited out the Berserk, right? And now, it's about to come back again. His rage stacks are about to come back. But he's down to 59% health in just 1 cycle there. Really not too bad. I'm kind of slow playing it here a little bit because I want to get as much damage in as I can before I push him to Berserk. So I'm going for the heavy attacks. I'm going for the special 52k! 52k special 1. Really not too bad. 20k medium attack into a 60k special 1 into a 48k heavy attack right there. 3 crits in a row. Really, honestly, not too bad, okay? Not too bad, man. That was solid, dude. That was solid. So now, here's the thing, okay? When you're fighting without the armor breaks, you're kind of using an unduped Thor, which is not good because you're not having any damage. Look at how we're going from like 50k crits to 4k crits, right? We're getting decent crit RNG here, which is great, but it doesn't matter without the armor breaks. Look at that difference, man. 13k from 4k. Big difference those 206 zones make in just 1 armor break. Now, if we crit with 2, we can get like 20k crits, man. Really just like, you know, he has to be at a high sig. That's a big, that 20k. We're talking about a difference of 16,000 damage points on 1 medium attack there. So, I mean, like, the damage, it's there, man. The damage is there, especially when you put suicides on, especially when you have the Strife synergy, the 2 of those together. You put it, you combine that with Odin, right, with the aptitudes, and you have Captain America Infinity War on the team as well to increase the duration even further. I mean, like, he can totally do some things, but I just wish he can do things without synergies. He can do things without synergies. We saw the Tiger fight. But yeah, I mean, like, dude, damage. Now, speaking of doing, okay, here's the thing. I wish he could, I'm saying I wish he could do things without synergies, right? I'm about to show you him doing something without synergies. So there's this node that's come around a few times now in Act 7. And we're going to watch a fight first. We're going to do the entire lane, actually. I've made a video on this in the past. My 5-star Thor. I used my 5-star Thor for a legend run in Act 7. So, watch this. I'm just going to watch it, and then we'll talk about it. Okay? How's that sound? Does that sound good? Yeah, okay. So, that was decent. It was definitely decent. Okay? Let's take a look at the note here. 11 hits. Impatience. Whenever a cosmic attacker fails to trigger a buff due to chance, they have a 100% chance to trigger a fury buff instead, increasing attack by 80% for 7 seconds. And you have small arms, you can't do heavy attacks in a row. Cool. Cosmic Wrath, you gain an additional fury. Great. Thor is, in my opinion, unquestionably, without a doubt, the best option for this node. 100 billion%. Easily. For this entire lane. In Act 7, there's another lane as well with it. When Thor hits the opponent, he has a chance to gain a fury buff, right? The chance is less than 100%. So, whenever a cosmic attacker fails to trigger a buff due to chance, they have a 100% chance to trigger a fury buff instead. So every 5-hit combo, you're going to gain like 5 fury buffs. Right? So let's see how consistent this is. This is in 7.1.6 on the left if you want to try it for yourself, because it's so much fun. It's so much fun. 5-star Thor was faster than 6-star Corvus for this. 116k non-crit special one. 0 crits in that entire fight, by the way. So we're gonna speed run. We're gonna speed run this entire lane. Okay? I'm telling you, without a doubt, 100%. Thor is the best option for this lane. 1,000,000%. It's not even close in my opinion. 89k non-crit, 38k medium, 81k heavy attack. Mirror match. Thor versus Thor. Which is better? Which Thor is better? I say Ragnarok is better. Still love me some Thor Ragnarok, man. He's still an absolute beast. I'd say that OG Thor's character model is better by about like 30,000 billion gazillion and 5. But you know, what can you do about that? We are getting no crits, man. What is up with that, dude? No crits at all. So here, actually, we have to wait for destructive feedback to come back. This Thor was just not having it with us. He was like, whoa, you gonna insult my character model? Well, guess what? Guess what? You're gonna have to wait 5 more seconds to kill me. How you like that? Well, I don't like it very much, sir. Okay? So keep that in mind. All right. Here, I just went right in. And I said, oh, crap, that's not good. Because I did so much damage that if I take 1 hit from destructive feedback, I'm dead. So I backed off. I said, all right, that's fine. I said, all right, we're going to get 2 armor breaks on, and we're going to go to town against this guy. We're going all the way into town for this fight. All right? Going for a special 167k crit. Decent. Killmonger. Thor is actually a good Killmonger counter. Why? Heavy attack, armor break, all this crap is turned off. That's amazing, right? So I can actually, in all seriousness, man, I can see a Sig 200 rank 3 Thor. Of course we crit against Killmonger. Like, we don't crit. I can see a Sig 200 Thor actually being good for future Battleground seasons, depending on the node, because of his very easy access to armor break. Parry, armor break. If you have to armor break somebody, easy. Parry. Done. Done and dusted. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. One of the easiest access to armor breaks in the entire game. It's just parry. That's all you gotta do. It's gotta parry with this guy, right? You do have to be able to stun. Very important, and he doesn't have to be awakened, right? But that's an interesting piece of utility there. It's something that Corvus has. You know, Corvus is not the best for Battlegrounds because, you know, you're going in with 0 charges. But there aren't too many champions who armor break on parry like that. So it's definitely a decent piece of utility there. So let's do a few more things here. Perfect segue. Chitinous Thorns. Chitinous Thorns Venom. Look at that. What happens with Chitinous Thorns is if you attack them while they have an armor up a buff, you get bled. As you can see, I got bled. I didn't realize he popped one up. I said, okay, fine, be that way. Hit me with the armor. I'll hit you with the armor. Fine. You want to bleed? You gotta bleed. So we're back to running, you know, no suicides here for the rest of the video. You know, we didn't have it on the last one. Like I said, we're going to do a lot of different things in this video, man. A lot of different things. Now, this node has Foresight as well, which is great. We love Foresight. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, basically, man, Chitinous Thorns is a node that comes around every now and then. Nodes like Turtling usually goes along with it, right? Look, he has an armor up buff. Watch how easy. Watch how easy. Gone. Goodbye. Goodbye to the armor up buff. You'll never see it again. 66k special 1 there, right? With the Foresight up. It's nice. It's not too bad. Not too bad, right? Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy, right? You see that? Now, we got hit by the one bleed in the beginning because I didn't realize the armor up came back, right? I got 45k special 1. Nice. Again, of course, keep in mind with the foresight. Just keep that in mind, you know. He's not going to be able to do this everywhere because of that. You know, foresight's on. It definitely helps with the damage. A nice little special 2 dex. Easy peasy, right? Here we go again. Got the foresight. Got the furies. Boom. We're going to go for it. We're going to finish it off here. 19k medium attack. Really not too bad, right? Not too bad. One more fight. 6.3 Mysterio, dude. 6.3 Mysterio in Act 6. Act 6.3. Now, this fight is still very annoying. But here we have Thor, right? And we're doing 27k. We're doing 27k heavy attacks there with just the armor breaks on. 10k lights, right? I forgot to put the Odin buffs on for this fight. Not that big a deal. Didn't make too much of a difference. You know, his damage output is very solid for Act 6 health pools. Like, really solid for it. Thing is, though, it's like, man, feel like the people who are in a position to rank 3 Sig 200 their OG Thor over other champions probably have Act 6 done, because I really wouldn't recommend this rank up to anybody unless they want like an absolute luxury rank up, which is what this is. Because they're just, listen, man, at the end of the day, I have a rank 4 Cersei. Would have been a smarter idea to put 186 into Cersei. Would have been a smarter idea put 186 into Hulkling. You know, these are just more generally useful champions. I don't give a crap. I don't care. I wanted to put them in Thor, man. It's a freaking game, and I wanted to have fun. And guess what? Had fun with Thor. Sig 200. He's a beast in KVQ, to be honest. He was really solid in KVQ. I had an absolute blast with my rank 3 Sig 200 Scarlet Witch. Again, this is, you know, who is this video for? This video is kind of like, it's for the people who are in my position who want to have a fun rank up, right? For some nostalgia for a champion they like, if you like Thor. Or, you know, maybe you don't play anything competitively at all. You don't play Battlegrounds, you don't do War, you don't do anything like that. And you just want to play with Thor. You want to see what Thor could do at Sig 200 by himself, with synergies, with suicides, without, right? There's something for everybody in this video, man. So if you were on the fence about maybe putting Sigs or ranking Thor, dude, I'm sure you could find your answer here, man. If you want to see him on his own, check the Deadpool fights. If you want to see him with a full synergy team, check some other fights. If you want to see his utility against certain specific fights, go throughout the video, man. There's a bunch of things for everybody. Point is, man, just wanted to showcase OG Thor at Sig 200, doing some absolutely fun things, man. Let's watch the Tiger fight again, dude, because that is just, it's crazy, right? A non-crit 32k heavy attack, but oh my goodness gracious, this is absolutely nuts. 110k. Get out of here, dude. Get all the way out of here, man. Oh my god. You know, man, I mean, like, if there's another meta where, like, oh, dude, hold up. I wish I had this Thor during the Battlegrounds meta that was crit me with your best shot and the guaranteed crit node from the from the intercept. He would have destroyed, dude. Can you imagine that? You get the intercept, you get the 2 armor breaks on, you get guaranteed critical hits. He would have slayed. So I'm blurry. I want to not be blurry. I am no longer blurry. That's great. That's going to be it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop your boy a big like. Let me know what you think about OG Thor at Sig 200, my 100th rank 3, in the comment section below. And make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any other future videos coming to you in the future, man. We got Thor and Scarlet Witch at Sig 200 rank 3. You freaking love to see it, man. You love to see it. Doctor Strange and Black Widow will not be joining them anytime in the near future. All right. I'll be seeing you around, man.